Well, OpenAI did it again. I'm not sure if anyone else noticed this, but I certainly didn't. OpenAI released a Codex IDE extension. Yes, a Codex IDE extension that works in any VS Code fork. That means for VS Code, Cursor, Windsurf, and any other VS Code fork. I guess that's what I mean. Anyway, so I didn't even realize that they updated Codex, so they had this, and I was playing around with it today, and honestly, to my surprise, it's actually pretty decent. And one thing that surprised me the most is the fact that the web version of Codex here talks really seamlessly to the OpenAI Codex IDE extension here. So whatever task I assigned here to run in the cloud, it will appear in here and vice versa, which is really great. And for example, I have a task here, allow prompting after task completion. And if I want to open this locally, I can just go and hit this task, recent task, find it, if I can even find it. Oh gosh. Cloud task. And it should be, let's try to find one that is, I'm just going to refresh this. Okay, identify current AI. Oh, whoops. Enable post task user prompt. If I go to task history and I go to enable post task user prompt here, I can see all the attempts it has made to implement this functionality, which is really cool. And what I really enjoy here is that all I have to do is hit apply here, and boom, it has applied the changes. Obviously, this change I don't think actually works, but it's not OpenAI Codex fault. It's my fault because the prompt was terrible. You can look at it. Allow users to continue prompting after coding task is complete. Well, you probably won't understand what this context is. Basically, what I'm asking it to work on is my Claude Maestro application. If you're new to this channel, you probably don't know what it is. It's basically an OpenAI Codex clone. As you can see how much this resembles this, funnily, because I wanted a Claude Code version of OpenAI Codex that runs locally on your machine. Yeah, well, unfortunately, it didn't implement this the best. So I'm not gonna actually use what it has here. But you may be wondering now, okay, well, this is cool. However, how much does this cost? And to my surprise, as you can tell, I'm on the Plus plan, and I have been hammering at this for a while. Not that much, like quite a few tasks here, maybe 20, but then each one, as you can see, you can actually specify the number of versions or the number of parallel instances that works on the task. Not parallel instances that work on the same task in the same kind of work tree, but on separate work trees. So you get 4 different versions, as they say. And it's funny because I actually have this in my application as well. I didn't realize they had it I didn't realize OpenAI had this in Codex as well. As you can see, I have my different versions. I call it instances. Anyway, wait, what did I... Let me just double check something really quickly. Okay, great. Now, okay, so Oh, what was I talking about? I was talking about, okay, how much does this cost? This actually, I funnily am on the plus plan, so that actually cost me 20 bucks. Yes. Where did I put it? Here it is. I subscribed to the $20 a month plan. It gave me access to Codex agent. I don't know why it says research preview of, expanded Codex agent. I'm not sure what this expanded Codex agent means, but what I already have here is everything I need. I have access to Codex Web. I have access to Codex Web. I have access to Codex IDE extension, and I also have access to the Codex CLI, which is pretty much all I need. It's funny because OpenAI was going to acquire Windsurf, and if they were working on this while they were going to acquire Windsurf, very interesting move here. Okay, very cool, very cool. Now, how does this all work within my workflow? And really what I'm trying to answer is this going to replace Claude Code for me? And that's a hard question, because guess what I did? I actually went to Anthropic this morning and reduced my max. Guess what I did this morning? I actually unsubscribed to Anthropic's max $200 max plan and lowered it to $100 and put that $100 to use with the plus plan, even though it's $20. Basically, I give myself a $200 budget every month for these AI services. I think $200 is way more than enough. I don't want to subscribe $200 to OpenAI stuff and Anthropic stuff. It's just like, I don't use that much of everything all at once, all the time. I don't run these things 24/7 and abuse it enough. I need to be abusing this way more to make it worth the money that I'm throwing away. Anyway, okay. Now, all right. Okay. Now that I have all this running, now that I do have all this, now you're probably wondering, how does this all work within my workflow? Okay. Well, first, what I like to do is I actually like, as I said, I lowered my Claude Code subscription and then subscribed to the plus plan of OpenAI, so I have access to Codex. My experience so far with Codex, it can't replace Claude Code. I will say that. And from my testing so far, it's great at small fixes and quick fixes. I wouldn't say that it's terrible at bigger tasks. It just requires more hand holding. And for me, I feel like I trust Claude Code a little bit more in terms of, okay, I have a bigger task. For example, let me just throw in a task here. I'm just gonna find a good task that I wanna implement, like an actual task. Yeah, like an actual task that I will actually use. Sometimes, okay, here it is. Here's one. If user loses internet connection, all running tasks needs to be killed and a banner should be shown at the top telling user that they are currently offline and they won't be able to execute tasks. Okay, this is going to be hard to test. I forgot. Add a toggle in settings to be able to test when to test between offline and online. Okay, maybe this will work. So here I am making sure it goes in from main. In fact, you know what? Let's, instead of using the web interface, we can just use OpenAI Codex, IDE extension. And in here, what I can do is I can paste my prompt in here. I can choose between work locally, and that's going to change and this is going to make changes directly in my current repo here, but I want to run it in the cloud. And what I'm going to do is, you can see that you can use local changes, or what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to revert this because I don't need it anymore. Unstage, revert, discard changes, and go back here. Okay, use local changes on dev2. I'm gonna push that. Oh, I forgot to set number 4. Too late. Oh well. So now it's just working on the prompt that I gave it in the cloud. And you can see that it's going here. And if I go to the cloud here, I refresh, you can see add offline notification and task handling. There we go. It is now creating a new container and doing whatever in order to implement this new feature into my application. Wonderful. While that's working, let's talk about while this is working, let's talk about what model this is using. I believe this is using GPT-5. It's so hard to find it in the docs what model this is using. I'm pretty sure it would be using GPT-5 model. Cloud environment model. You can't specify. That's one thing I wish you can specify, is like, what model am I running these tasks with? But there's nowhere, at least from where I've looked, I literally cannot find where the models can be changed. I don't know where. I can't find where I just don't know where to look to change what model is currently working here in Codex CLI or Codex Web. I don't even know if I can specify the model in here in OpenAI Codex IDE extension. Yeah, this, except for this. What does all this mean? This means nothing. Can I know? I just want to know what models is being used. I get it. I get that there needs to, who is this for? I feel like developers want to know what model is being used on what. What constitute as a high reasoning effort, or which one is medium? Oh my gosh, so many questions around this, for me at least. Okay, that's just running in the background. It's gonna do what it's gonna do. Can't sleep. Oh, hey. Versus Claude. I haven't used Gemini before. I should actually. You know what? Thank you for bringing that up. I will actually stream myself using Gemini tomorrow for the first time, because I actually haven't tested Gemini at all, which is kind of sad. I've just been oh, Claude Code is amazing. So I was using Claude Code this morning, and I had Codex do the same task as what Claude Code did, and Codex couldn't do it. I think it was one of, let me see if there was one of these tasks, or have I archived it? It was syntax highlighting. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. If I go to if I just run the application, bun run dev, bun run dev. Oh gosh, I hope I don't need to archive. Oh gosh. So, okay, I will need to give it a new task. So this is running locally. This is basically running a Claude code beneath the UI layer. So change, I'm just gonna pick a random project that have here, change homepage background to solid green. Just make it do something really easy, and I'll show you exactly what I had Claude Code implement inside this application, if that makes sense. So what this is going to do is it's going to create a new plan. It's going to output a plan in Markdown format. And before this, the Markdown was not formatted, so it had no styling. You would just see like all the hashtags and, you know, the star sign and everything. However, I had Claude Code go in and basically use a package without me actually knowing how to actually use the package. I think it was called MDX editor. So I just gave it this link. Had it analyze the whole documentation and implement it. And Claude Code was actually able to implement this for me, while Codex was, yeah, it couldn't, which was kind of sad. And I actually tested this multiple times. I had Codex try doing this 4 times this morning, and it just couldn't do it. And I was like, okay, at this point, Claude Code wins. So Claude Code, specifically for Claude Code, I think Claude Code is great for large tasks, especially when it needs to be thinking and following a really great plan. It's just really good at that. But as for Codex, oh my gosh, so many tabs. Okay, as for Codex, I really enjoy this. This is why I created Claude Maestro, is because I love working this way, where I have a tool on the side that I can just offload all my tasks, all my thoughts into it, and I don't really care whether it completes, if the task completes or not. It's just like, okay, at least I have a starting point. I'll be working on something like my main task, and then once I finish my main task, I can pick out something here and be like, okay, well, even if it's not 100% complete, I can at least roll with it and see what it's done. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, great. I can, move on with that. Doesn't really matter. And that's exactly why I like this. It's just, for $20 a month, this is actually decent. I'm really surprised. Anyway, where was that task that I just queued up? Okay, add offline notification and task handling. Let's see what it did here. Made changes in settings page, correct. Offline toggle mode, yep. Offline banner, very nice, as expected. This is not exactly the hardest task to implement, but let's see if it did right. Okay, so let's say this task is complete. Now, what I would do to test this out, I just go back to my IDE and go here, go to OpenAI Codex extension here, open the task history, and here's the task. I hit apply. The changes is applied. I can go directly to my Electron project here, and if I hit settings, there should be an offline. There we go. An offline simulate offline mode. Yes, it's did it, and gosh, this is scary. Okay, yeah, it did work. See, boom. Oh, very nice. GG's. Well done, Codex. You got this one right. But also, I have 2 scroll bars. Do you see this? Do you guys see this? What is happening here? So this is where I would, you know what? Let's do it. Let's also look at that. Do you see this tiny bit of space between this? Yeah. Do you think we're gonna code by hand from now on? I haven't been coding. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't coded by hand for like weeks, and I don't feel dumber. I just feel like I'm able to direct I think of it as I write my code through AI. Does that make sense? Or I don't know. It just feels so much easier. Easier? Is that the word? I think I'm getting better I'm getting better at articulating my thoughts into prompts and having the models do exactly what I want. That's kind of what I think the skills that I'm building that I think is going to be more and more valuable moving forward. I think coding by hand still is, yeah, it's slower, but sometimes it's faster. Honestly, sometimes it's just faster to code by hand. Like if you are changing, something very specific, for example, like a color of like a text box or something that doesn't require you to go, into multiple locations in your code base, then, and where it exactly is, I think that's where you would go by hand. But if it's something that's going to touch multiple parts of your code base, I think AI can probably do that better. At least that's my experience. It's also very subjective. I can't say that, people are never going to code by hand again. And my experience is very limited too. Yeah, but I've been coding with Claude Code nonstop without actually touching the code unless it's like something very specific, changing a minor thing. Yeah, I would say this whole application is now like 98% written by Claude Code or, Codex or any other AI that I've had touch this code base. It's actually not that crazy. Really, now that I think about it, the main thing that I'm having to do is like the overall architecture of like the application, thinking through, okay, like how do I, make sure that Electron main process talks well with the front end of Next.js, and like just piecing things together on a much higher level, which is really, I find that stuff really fun to do, but it can get also really, I think, complicated. And sometimes I would go back and forth with Claude Code to double check whether my architecture, the way that I'm thinking, is correct or not, because sometimes I'm just not sure. Like, it's hard. I don't know what else to say, I guess. Sorry, it's a terrible answer, but oh my gosh, what am I doing now? Okay, this looks good, but let me let me go ahead and fix the double scroll bar here. At this point, I can't even drag this. Okay. At this point, I would go to, I guess I can try with Codex and have it make changes. Could I attach? I'm pretty sure I can attach images. So what I'd like to do is I'm just gonna grab this and open this, copy this, and paste it into here. Notice that in the settings page, there's double scroll bar. I believe this is due to caused by the new banner. Do correct me if I'm wrong. Think, ultra think. I think everyone has gotten used to using the word ultra-think by now, thanks to Boris from Anthropic. I think the first time I heard the word ultra-think, I was like, what? That doesn't even make sense. Like, didn't even make sense. I don't know if you guys watch the Anthropic presentation, and Boris was talking about, like, he was literally demonstrating Claude Code, and I saw his prompt, and it was like, it was kind of didn't make sense. Some of it was like, there was spelling errors in the presentation, and I was like, wait, is that really okay? I mean, I know it's okay, but like, I thought, the better structurally your English is, the better the model would understand, but maybe doesn't matter as long as it's kind of like, as long as the point gets through. I don't know. Okay, do correct me if I'm wrong. Ultra think about the best. What am I doing? Notice that in the settings page, there is a double scroll bar. Yes, I believe that this is caused by the new banner. Do correct me if I'm wrong. Ultra think about how you'd go about fixing this issue before implementing any changes. Wow, this is, and I'm gonna full access high and local. Let's go. Let's see if this actually works. This can't be good. OpenAI Codex. OpenAI Codex. You know what? If $20 is better than $200 a month, maybe Anthropic really is overcharging for that. But also, I don't know if you guys heard, but apparently, and people have been saying that they've gotten some like degradation when using Claude Code. So like the quality of the code that's output from Claude Code has been worse recently for whatever reason. I think, and some people have been saying that Anthropic quantizes the model or something along those lines. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know how all that works. I looked it up, and I think it looks like speculation. Like there's no official words coming out from Anthropic about it. Mainly it's like on Reddit thread, and then also in there's a video that Anthropic put out, Future of Coding. Here it is. Boris talking, and people were saying something. Claude Code has gone down massively. I don't know. Like I try to take everything with a grain of salt, because all this model, which one is better, which one is worse, which one is, it's all subjective. It's all very subjective and personal. It's like choosing a friend, a new friend. You can't just randomly choose a friend, can you? Maybe you can, probably. Yeah, maybe. We're all friends here, probably. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Oh yeah, I need to go back. Okay, is it gonna fix it? Is it not gonna fix it? There's one thing this is the one thing I don't like about like agentic workflow, is that there's a lot of waiting if you're just doing one thing at a time. That is why I prefer like parallelizing my workflow as much as possible, because then I don't have these kind of downtime where I'm just waiting for one instance of an agent to complete its work. Great. Wow, I really went off the topic. I was supposed to record. I was trying to go through the stream and like talk 100% about Codex. I guess I can edit it together. It's really for my next video, but we'll see. Anyway, I did talk a bit about what is it better than Claude Code. It got me to reduced my Anthropic subscription to $100 from $200. So that's like substantial. And I spent $20 instead of another $100 on Codex, which I think is a good investment for now. I'm okay with spending $20, giving $20 to OpenAI, just not anymore. Like, why do they not have? Where is it? Why do they not have a $100 plan? Why is it $200? Wait, also GPT-5 with advanced reasoning. What's the difference between advanced reasoning and pro reasoning? Rough. This is rough. Like, I don't use any of these features. I literally, any of these subscriptions, I just don't use any of these features. Legit. I only use the coding agents, these actually, that these tiers provide. But yeah, I don't think I would ever need this unless GPT-5 becomes extremely, extremely really good. Like, it could outright beat Sonnet and Opus 4.1. But right now, I just don't see GPT-5 beating it. I've used GPT-5, and I mean, it's better than previous versions of GPT. I just don't think it's at that level where it can outright beat Opus 4.1. Unfortunately, for now, we'll see. But the hype that OpenAI was like, oh my god, GPT-5 is going to change everything. It didn't really change anything, did it? Didn't change anything. Why? I mean, I'm rooting for them. It's not that I don't want it to change everything. I want it to change everything, but it didn't. And then people started complaining. And yeah, that was fun. Just watching all the content creator be like, yeah. Okay. How long is this going to take? This should be pretty simple task to fix. It's supposed to just fix the double scroll bar. Really, it should just, the banner is the issue. It's just not in the right place in the hierarchy. What is it doing? It's like modifying my whole layout or something. Jeez. Man, what? Yeah, this is great. The anticipation is real. Yeah. Have you guys ever tried playing games and coding at the same time? Because now it's like actually possible. So I kind of want to try it. Maybe I should, maybe one of these days I'll stream like coding on the side using agent while I just play games. It's a terrible productivity gain. This is where we're at now. This is where we're at. Humans are just becoming less and less focused. Our attention spans are shorter and shorter these days. Okay, looks like it has made some changes. Questionable changes. Are these all the same file? No, they're different files. Weird. Okay. I'm just so not used to working in this level of zoom for... That's why it's so hard. Okay, offline banner sits inside the scroll container to prevent body scroll. Oh no. Oh no. It's putting offline banner at... Is this the root? No, this is not the root. Oh, geez. This could be very interesting. You know what? Okay. So if I reopen Claude Maestro here, by the way, if you're interested in checking out Claude Maestro, there is a link down below in the description. I update it regularly. As you can see, I am always working on this. So let's see what's happening here now. Well, it did work. You know what? I don't like that this offline thing is a banner. I want it in the title bar. Maybe I should have thought of that before I implemented it. I kind of feel stupid now. Yeah, I should have. Fine. This is a great test. Instead of adding a separate offline banner, can we just put this, can we just put this all in the title bar? Is it called the title bar? Whoa, was I about to give it a question? No, I demand, never question, never ask, never like, I feel like if, whenever I put something as a question or like, oh, can we perhaps do this? It like doesn't do it. The best way is to just command. You need authority when I'm a dictator. I'm sorry. Okay, don't cancel me. Instead of adding instead of adding a separate offline banner, we just need, what am I doing? Instead of adding a separate offline banner, put the offline status into the title bar. Is it the title bar? Is it the title bar? This is the title bar, but I don't know if that's what I actually called it in here. This is how little I know of my code base. I'm joking. I do know my code base. It's title bar. Pretty sure. I got it. I knew it. I knew it was called the title bar. There, see, it is the title bar, Claude Maestro. Boom, it's right there. Great, okay. Am I gonna YOLO this? I'm not even telling it how it should look, but I'm just hoping it does something interesting. Instead of adding a separate offline banner, put the offline status in the title bar. Okay, let's go. Let's see what it comes up with. The anticipation is now real yet again. Oh my gosh, this video is gonna be hard to edit. I've gone on a tangent so many times. I didn't mean to go off tangent, guys. I really did not mean to do that. But it came so naturally. Yeah. Okay, let's also, okay, wow, another tangent. I don't know if you guys use Next.js, but Next.js 15 was just released. 15.5 was released, and they're already talking about Next.js 16. And I've barely used 15. Like this project's in Next.js, this Claude Maestro project is in Next.js 15, but like seriously, how fast do you need to be to keep up with the amount of framework that is being released and updated literally every single day? Oh my gosh. This is why AI is just useful. I don't want to know everything here. I mean, there's probably some cool stuff here. Type routes. What? Actually, that's a great. That's actually pretty amazing. I want type routes. Wait, is this in 15.5? Really? Type routes? You're gonna give me type routes finally? Oh, Node.js middle. Okay, no, I don't care about that. Type routes. Type routes provide compile time type safety for your application's routes, catching invalid links before they reach production. Wow, this is actually really useful. This is legit amazing. You guys seeing this? Next.js 15.5. I know this is like so 2 weeks. This is, I hate saying that it's 2 weeks ago, but I know 2 weeks ago is like old news now. I'm just catching up, okay? I've taken a break I was taking a break, okay? I was not ready. I was not ready for this. Okay, Route export validation turbo pack. Okay. New system. Route props helpers. Manual typing imports. What? Manual parallel route typing. I've never used this before. I have no idea what this is. Automatic typing with parallel route support. Interesting. Next type gen. We've added next type gen command manual. Okay. This is cool. Is there any other feature that I actually use? Like a lot of, deprecation warning for Next.js 16. Let's see what they are deprecating. Legacy behavior for next link. I don't think, do I use next link? I thought it was navigation link. Is it navigation link? Hey, what's up? Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, this is so interesting. Okay, I now I'm curious. Is this the same link that I'm using? You seem to be new on. I stream on Twitch and YouTube as well. Really, I'm just testing out Kick. So I'm just like, okay, Kick's a new platform. Might as well stream on there as well. So Kick, YouTube, and Twitch. 3 places at the same time. I only just started streaming like literally yesterday. I still have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm practicing. It's my practice time. I'm trying to stream as much as I possibly can. So my background's kind of interesting. So I was born in Thailand. I grew up in New Zealand. And then I went to college in Scotland for a year and then went to live in the US for 10 years. I studied in the US and worked in the US as well. And now I recently literally just moved back to Thailand. And I'm currently staying here. Yeah, it's a bit of a ride. More than happy to go deeper into all that. Anyway, let's see what else is here. Okay. Nothing very... Okay, wait. I was trying to find out if this is the link that I'm using. Also, I also need to come back to this. Oh my gosh, there's so many layers that I'm working at, but I'm gonna link. Oh, the deprecating next link. Are you serious? Why? I am using next link. I thought it was, is it navigation link? No. Why are they, wait, they're not deprecating it. They're just legacy behavior prop. Oh, they're just, okay. I don't use this. Thank God. Oh, that scared me a little bit, but okay. Now back to this. What did I do? I asked OpenAI Codex IDE extension to make sure that there's no more banner, remove the banner from my application and put it. Did I do that or did Cloud Code do that? Or did Codex do that? Are you serious? You broke my build, Codex. I will blame you. Codex. You are truly going to drive me nuts right now. Dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Use Cloud Code. What did you break? What did you break? Legit. What did you do to my layout? Codex, what did you do to my providers? It was working just fine. And what did you do? What's up, Fiona? I hope I'm getting your name right, by the way. Okay. What did it do? What did it do? Oh my gosh. It must be here. It must be in layout here. Use Cloud. Oh, you know what? It's because it's trying to use Cloud Code. Use offline status. There it is. Use. Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. Because the title bar is separate from. Because the title bar is not within. Yeah, it's outside Cloud Code Provider. If I just move the title bar in here, it should work. Wait, do you also play games on your stream? Yeah, I play games on my stream as well. Usually when I play World of Warcraft, I only stream on Twitch and Kick. I don't stream on YouTube because for YouTube, that's specifically for coding only. I don't want to mix like coding content and gaming content on my YouTube channel. So I just, just kind of like leave the gaming for Twitch and Kick. But Twitch and Kick, I will always stream on both coding and gaming. I'm thinking about like coding and gaming at the same time, so like I can like play games while I just have agents code for me, and then I check periodically. Yeah, go ahead, ask me anything you want. I will try my best to answer as long as it's PG-13. I'm joking. Okay, let's title bar. Ooh, this better work. Okay. Let's see. Title bar, Electron. Okay, it works. Now settings, simulate offline mode. Let's do this. We're gonna do this. Ah! Look at that. This is amazing. It did work after like 3 separate prompts. I mean, it's actually my fault. I'm enjoying your stream, but I just want to mention one thing. You haven't made a logo banner overlay with your name. Share your Discord. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. It's like actually a lot of work to do. It's not a lot of work. It's just like I have to think about it to actually do it. Eventually I'll get to it. I don't know if I'm gonna get to it now. Right now I'm still like feeling this whole streaming thing out. But thank you for the offer. I do have a Discord, but I should really create like an official, but it's not under this name. I'm not under the devlogger. I really need to create like a Discord under the devlogger name. Eventually, because right now I don't have that many people following me. So I'm just like, okay, you know what? Let me just like build a nice like community of people, like make sure that whatever content I'm actually putting out is actually enjoyable. Like people actually enjoy watching me. Like if people are actually enjoying watching me stream, then okay, sure. Then I'll move on to the next stage of building this community out a little bit more, bit by bit. I'm taking this slow and steady. That's the word for it, I think. Yeah, will do. Thanks. That's awesome. Yeah. Sounds good. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of fine. The color looks terrible, but you know, oh gosh, I'm gonna turn React Scan off right now. This is actually crazy that I have 12 people watching me. I can't believe it. I'm sure like 11 of you are like bots. Joking. I'm sorry. I didn't mean any of. Sorry, hope I didn't offend anyone. Okay, moving on. Am I done? Am I done yet? I'm getting so distracted. Stop distracting me, guys. You are offline. Task cannot be executed. Of course, you're not a bot. You're talking right now, which is great. Unless you're a really nice AI, which I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm sure this... Oh, you know what? I should create like an AI bot that... I'm sure there's already an AI bot, but I should make one that like sound like me that replies to people automatically, and no one will be able to tell whether I'm the one typing or not. Well, I shouldn't have said that, but I should try doing that at some point. That would be fun. Okay. Anyway, yeah, this is working great, actually. The other thing I need to test out is if, for example, also this is getting me now. Change homepage background to solid green. If I actually hit settings and I hit offline mode, the task should be killed. Yes! Oh my gosh, it works. I haven't been drinking my protein powder. Oh no, random, sorry. If I don't finish this, I won't be eating dinner. Okay. Change homepage. Okay, this is working great. And then, does anyone know does anyone get this error? Like, I swear, this error haunts me every day. And sometimes it's because class name is on a different line. Like, I mean, if class name goes onto 2 separate lines, I get this error immediately. And it drives me nuts. I've never had this issue with Next.js 14. Next.js 15, this error is just on 100% of the time. If anyone knows how to fix this or why this is happening all the time, I know there's a fix for it. Like, I can wrap this in a utility, class name utility, but this is just not. No, this is just annoying. Fine, you know what? I'll give it to Codex CLI. You handle it. I can't even paste it. Copy, copy, copy. Okay, I am. I feel like this is the worst way to... You know what? I need to commit my changes first before it makes any more changes, because I am scared of it ruining what it has done so nicely for me. I'm just going to double check the code here that it actually makes sense and it didn't write anything extra or change anything. Wait, why? This literally has 0 changes. White space differences. Okay, discard changes. I don't want to commit this. What did it change here? What did you change here? Oh, it's a untracked file, so it's new. Okay, I'm getting too hyped up. Moving on. Title bar. Offline status. Yeah. This looks half decent. We're fine. Great, that's fine for me. And then offline toggle mode. Yeah, this is fine. Oh no, is this? Wait, use offline status. Oh, okay. Use state, type of navigator offline. Okay, so it did use of. Okay, this implementation is fine-ish. I remember there's like a caveat to it, but I can't. I forgot. But you know what? If no one complains about this, if I don't, like, who's gonna be disconnected in the middle of like a Claude Code session? Of course, no one's gonna be disconnected. You want your task to be finished. Okay, moving on. Offline mode. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, committing my changes, adding offline banner to title bar. Wonderful, sync change. Boom. Wait, did I just commit that to main? Oh no. Okay, no, I'm still committing it to dev. I was like, man, if I commit this to production, that would be fun. I mean, you know, a few people are using it. I hope those people won't be angry if I did that sometime. I'm sure I'm gonna mess up sometime, at some point. All right, that's kind of like all I was going to do, I think. And so yeah, overall Codex, coming back to Codex CLI after that whole tangent of going back and forth with Codex, which is, I guess, is still Codex. What am I trying to find here? Where is my Codex? Where is, okay, here, I'm back. Yeah, anyway, I definitely am enjoying using Codex, web, and the IDE extension. It just gives a different, a more different flexibility, I guess, because like I can use this on my phone. I literally can just load up ChatGPT/Codex on my phone, and I can have it hack away at things while I'm at the gym, and I come up with some idea and I want it to like prototype something in the app. It can do it. I get home, I open it up, check the work, see if it actually implemented what I wanted it to implement, and if it did, that's great. If it didn't, well, that's great too. Doesn't really matter. It's like a throwaway thing, which is awesome. And that's exactly what I'm trying to implement with my application, Claude Maestro. Eventually, I do want to make this basically work online, where I can use this from anywhere, but it's going to be still implementing all the changes locally on my machine, rather than having it implementing on some third-party cloud machine, like Codex does. And this UI is really good too. It's not bad, not bad. Logs. Yeah, this is great. Will I move away from Claude Code? No, I will not move away from Claude Code. I still think Claude Code is the king of coding agent. There is no way that this can replace Claude Code just yet. The model, OpenAI model, are still not there as good as Anthropic model, as well as the feature set that Codex has. You know, I feel like Codex has a lot more features to offer. It's just that the documentation is like not good at all. Like I look at Codex, where is Codex documentation? Is this it? Am I missing something? Like, do you guys know if this, like, is there official Codex? Is there official Codex documentation? Like more detailed docs is on GitHub, but this is not even that detailed. I guess, okay. Getting started. Oh, they actually improved this doc. I haven't seen this part before. I haven't seen like this documentation portion before. Okay. Interesting. I wonder, they don't have agents. They don't have agents, do they? Like sub-agents and things like that. I don't think Codex has sub-agents. If they did, I'm sure I would see them on my YouTube feed, because a bunch of content creators would have created content about it. But I have not seen anyone be like, Codex, the Claude Code killer. I like how they are implementing MCP servers now, and MCP servers was created by Anthropic, if I'm correct. So it's nice to see that OpenAI adopting like the standards out there, even though it's not from themselves, which is nice. Okay, that's config. Advanced, what's advanced? Non-interactive CI mode. Mm, this is the thing with Codex, is that they don't have an SDK like Claude Code does. I just love Claude Code because it has an SDK. I really think having a coding agent SDK is the way moving forward for developer tools. And I'm sure OpenAI is definitely looking into making Codex. Like, if they exposed all this as an API, I'm sure people can create something even crazier than what they have here. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, that's how it should be. Just let developers create their own tools because they know what's best for themselves. Feel free to play around. Yeah, okay. Authentication. No, I already experimental. FAQ. Which models are supported? We recommend Codex with GPT-5. How do I stop Codex from editing my files? Does it work on Windows? Okay. None of these prompts. Yeah, none of these really give me a great overview. I mean, not an overview, but like more advanced use cases. Like for example, if I just search Claude Code documentation, like I go into Claude Code and like all this, like build with Claude Code, sub-agents, output styles, hooks, GitHub action, MCP, like all these are so, each of these feature jam-packed. Like look at how many things you can do. It's just so much. I don't even use all of these features. And I was showing how I use sub-agents in my previous video on YouTube. If you haven't checked that out, basically I had sub-agents create other sub-agents, not even specifying what kind of sub-agents I want. It just takes in my prompt, and no, it takes in the plan that I've created with Claude Code and then determines what sub-agents to create based on the plan, which is crazy. You know, like now you don't even need to think about the type of sub-agents you create. It just automatically creates the correct type of sub-agents for you based on your task. Just so good. Claude Code is just that good. Codex, getting there. Worth the $20, I would say. Worth the $20, just not worth the $200. I'm not willing to pop $200 for Codex just yet. Okay? Maybe in the future. Okay, let's see. I guess I can try implementing another feature into Claude Maestro here. There's so many different bugs in this application right now that I just don't even know where to start, honestly. My task list is infinitely long. I need to write tests, but I can't be bothered. I know I can have it, write tests, but before that, I have some other things I need to look at. Give Claude Code ability to see. Have Claude Code. Add the ability to attach plan. Okay, I'm pretty sure I had. Let's see what I had Codex implement already. Okay, first I need to archive this. Archive this. Enable add attachment button to command input. This is the one that I had it implement. So basically, if you haven't already noticed, this banner is driving me nuts. If you haven't already noticed, there's no attach button here to allow you to actually attach images or whatever else file you want to attach. However, in here, there's an attach button. But if I click on this attach button, it doesn't do anything. Yes. I'm just trolling you. It really doesn't do anything. So what I want to do is I had it implement the attach button, but now I'm questioning whether it's actually going to work. I need to see okay, is this version 1? Okay, all right. What was the prompt? Add a attach button in the command input on dashboard page and make sure that when an attachment is specified, there can be multiple selections. The path of those attachment is passed along with the prompt that goes to Claude SDK. When user selects attachments, there should be a corresponding UI element that shows up in the command input to show that there is an attachment. Take a look at this image. Notice how the attachment looks inside the command input and use it as a reference UI mockup. Okay, and I attach this image, literally copied from Codex. So let's see what it did. You are not allowed to make, okay, that's fine. Option attachments.lang. This is in Cloud Code SDK. Query options. It did it wrong. It did it wrong. I said, did I not specify? Oh, wait. Or maybe I'm wrong. Query option. You know what? The best way is actually just to take a look at this locally. I hate looking through a web browser. Let's go to Codex, and we're going to go into task history, add attachment button. Okay, and I am viewing version attempt 1. I like how they say attempt here, but they say version online. Did they say version? Version. Bro, you can't use different languages here. I'm nitpicking now. Apply. Let's do this. Okay, 9 changes. All right, options, attachments. Okay, query options. Where is query options being used? Query options. Query. Unfortunately, this does not take attachments. I know that for a fact, actually. I know that. I know that this. Okay. I'm gonna open this. I know that this does not take, because if I go into Cloud Code SDK and under options, I believe this is the query options. Query, it takes in options. Options is options. And there's no such thing as attachment. Yep. It failed. You failed me. You failed me, Codex. You literally failed me again. I think this is the 3rd time I tried asking it to do this for me. And you literally failed me. There's no such thing. You cannot pass. Attachments does not exist in the type options. I need to do some meditation after this. AI is triggering me too much. Moving on. I'm reverting this. GG's. unstage, and discard changes. F that. Moving on to the next attempt. Okay, this might look a little bit more promising because it didn't change anything in the SDK. Oh, I need to actually reapply. But if I don't have any changes, you should say to apply, not reapply. This is confusing me. Okay, attachments. Okay, you're doing that right, Codex. You're doing it right. Build plan. Okay, and then update task, attachments, that's fine. Content, add task to message. Options, attachments. Command, okay. Let's look at prompt templates. Prompt templates, build command. Can I just not have these two views, inline view? Thank you. So much better. I don't like that double pane view. Okay. Build plan takes in user requests and options, system override, and attachments. So what is it doing with attachments? It's going to first grab the system prompt, create the user prompt. So it's going to create the user prompt. Okay, and then at the end of the user prompt is going to add the attachment list. Okay, so it's putting each attachment, which would be the file path of each thing, on different separate lines. Okay, that's fine. This actually looks really good. Yeah, this is good. Better than I thought. And then inside here, what is this? Command input, handle file ref. Let's see if it actually did anything with the UI. Attachment, okay, so it is paperclip, button, input file. All right. Okay, this kind of looks good. I don't want to jump the gun because, you know, really what I should be doing instead of reviewing the code first thing, I should just run the damn thing. Run dev. Okay. Also, this is driving me nuts. Oh, look, attachment button. I can go to desktop and then add, I don't know, a screenshot? Sure. Oh, yes! Oh, yes. Yes. Not bad. Not bad at all. I am... So then what happens if I just select like 3 of these? Yeah, this is like great, but not great at the same time. I need to fix this. Codex, you're gonna fix it for me. Wait. I took the wrong picture. Okay, look, okay. Grab this image, go back to Codex, paste it in, take a look at analyze this image of the command input meticulously and notice how the attachment overlaps the text input portion when there are multiple attachments. make sure that it does not overlap, and the attachment portion can, how do I say this? Analyze the image of the command input meticulously and notice how the attachment overlaps the text input portion when there are multiple attachments. Make sure that it does not overlap, and if new lines are added for attachment, the height of where, oh my gosh, this language is terrible. Okay, basically what I'm asking it to do, let's see if I can explain this. If the height of this attachment area grows larger, it should push this input box down. It should just make the command input larger. That's what I'm trying to say. Can it make sure that it does not overlap, and if new lines are added for attachment, if attachment UI needs more height, just make the, I don't want to say make the, I don't want to say dynamically change the height. I guess I can say that. Dynamic, just make sure command input adapts to new height, and the text input moves down to make room for the additional, moves down to the additional what? Make sure the command input adapts to the new height, and the text input moves down to make room for additional, additional what? Additional attachments. This is the most confusing prompt I've ever written, but my English is not very good. Oh my gosh. I should probably, okay, it's staged. I'm just gonna, should I commit this? Should I not commit this? You know what? I'm not gonna commit it yet. It's still YOLO mode right now. I'm not sure if this is going to be I'm just not sure if this is going to be correct. We'll see. Let's see what else I had. Well, that's doing that. Let's see what else I'm having Codex do. Command input, add plan attachment. Ooh. Oh, no, I don't feel like doing that right now. Add ability to relaunch kill tasks. I don't feel like, this is literally wrong. I reviewed this before. I reviewed this morning. It did it wrong. I know, because there's so much more than one file change to make sure a task can be restarted when, oh look, it did it. Shoot. Applause, please. Applause for Codex. It did it. I'm sorry. I know I'm jumping back and forth so much right now. It is just so hard to not get distracted by 10 different running tasks and jumping in between each one. You know what I need? I need like a key command. No. What I need is a way to manage. I need a way to be able to like see what to do next while I'm streaming. Because I really can't plan this. I can't plan a stream ahead of time. There's just no way. It's too hard. I try my best, but there's always something that comes up and I just go off the tangent and I just ramble. And as I usually do, I'm kind of sad now. Anyway, moving on. Okay, Electron, and this is looking wonderful. I know this looks really big, but it's not because I'm just enlarging this for the sake of the stream if the actual size is actually this. So it actually looks like actually how you would want it to look. Wow, this is actually really good. I'm kind of impressed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually quite impressed with what Codex is able to do. Considering my prompts are absolutely crap, like terrible. All right, okay, let's go ahead and stage that. I need to test this out. I'll test this out later. I'm just gonna commit it first. What am I committing? I am committing added ability to add attachments in command input. Okay, now that I can add attachments to command input, I'm just gonna go ahead and go to prototype and this one, and this is like my dummy project that I use to test out everything. Oh, I need to make this bigger again so you guys can see. Change home page background to solid green. I always use this as an example because I feel like it's the easiest thing I can think of for Claude Code to do and use the least amount of time. It only takes it like 2 minutes to change the homepage background, while it would have taken me half a second. Yeah, I know. Insane. Wait, what? Okay. And what I'm gonna do? Wait, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, attachment. The attachment button here still doesn't do anything, bro. Why are you not doing anything? Click, 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 click. Nope. So let's go back to Codex and can you please? No, we're gonna be. You better do the. Just joking. What am I doing? I am asking. Make sure that the attach button in, I think it's the chat input. Where is it? Features, it's under features. I know, you can tell how little I know my code base. I know my code base, I promise. I just feel like I have short-term memory loss. I'm literally holding my breath right now. It's under shared message container. Oh. No. Planning? Layout. No. 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 It's got to be here somewhere. Dude, it's got to be here somewhere. Where is my chat? What I'm trying to find is this guy. Chat input. I know it should be called chat input, but it's not called chat input. So the question is, what did I call it? Am I in the wrong place? Component. Chat input. Task detail. Task. No, it's not in task detail. It's gotta be in chat something. Chat. What? Bubble? Plan message. No, is it called input? Command and prompt input. Oh my gosh. It's in task. I guess it makes sense because it's in task detail and it's under my task details. It's being used here. All right, fine. I get it. Prompt input area, here we go. Going back to Codex. Make sure that the attach button in the prompt input. I'm so used to, I don't know if you guys use Claude Code, but like I'm so used to using tab in Claude Code where it auto completes like the attachment for you. It's just so nice. Prompt input area.tsx. Make sure that the attach button is this attach. Yeah, the attach button is hooked up to allow is to attach files as well. Similar files as well. Make sure all the functionality is similar to the command input. Hi, thank you for coming to the stream. Sorry, I'm afraid to say your name because I feel like I'm gonna butcher it, but I can try. No, I'm not gonna try it. I'm sorry. I'm so bad at names. Okay, make sure all the functionality is similar to the command input. Make sure. Okay, I'm gonna make it ultra think before you implement. Yeah, I think that, okay. Yes, this is, you know what? F it. Let's just go. Okay, so what I'm implementing now is this attach button. You know how this attach button works here. So if I attach this, it works. However, if I go into this task detail page, if I try to attach, it does not work. Therefore, I'm going to have it implement that. And that's what it's doing currently. If you are new to the stream, thank you for watching. I have only been streaming for literally 2 days. This is my second day streaming. Haven't done this before. So I'm kind of new at it. Yeah. Anyway, I say anyway so much. I want to know how many times I've said that. Okay. Okay, while that's doing that, let's take a look at other things in here. Add ability to, okay. Yeah, that was dead. Optimize page loading and server rendering. This is like interesting because it suggested multiple tasks that I can have it do in order to optimize my application. Basically, what's happening right now is I'm using this in development mode. However, when I use this in release mode and it's loading the web page from my Next.js server on Vercel, it's really slow. And I don't know whether that's because all of this relies so much on client-side state management, because all of this, literally all the chat, everything relies, it lives locally. All the data lives locally. Does it need, so I don't know, there's something like, I haven't dealt with something this particular before. That's why I'm not actually sure why the application is slow to load. Like for example, in release mode, if I click this card here, it literally takes like 3-4 seconds for this task detail page to load. Just things like that. That is a little annoying, not terrible, but like it degrades user experience, and I'm not really into that. I like my user experience to be as seamless as possible, as fast as possible, if possible, if that makes sense. Okay. Is this good? Oh, I'm supposed to go back here. It's thinking. Yeah, I think OpenAI Codex is actually really good. I can't say anything bad about it. Like, it's not as good as Cloud Code. It's not as good as Cloud Code, but it is good. It is good. It is good. It's not like, it's so much better than previous models. Just what I want to know is it as good as something like DeepSeek, the latest DeepSeek model, or GLM? Was that the model that came out? GLM model? Was it GLM? I forgot. No, it's Z.ai. It's this. GLM 4.5. I've heard great things about GLM 4.5. I've just never tested it before. So, and the cool thing with this is if you don't know, both DeepSeek and GLM 4.5, you can literally use it with Claude Code. So if I go Z.ai GLM 4.5 Claude Code, I believe Claude Code doc, you can literally just export these two things. So if I'm so glad they didn't put my token here. That would have been interesting to reveal my secret in front of not that many people, but still, it's gonna be up on the web. Yeah, you can literally use Claude Code with GLM 4.5 if you don't know that. Same with DeepSeek. They've literally done amazing stuff. Oh, you can use it with Gemini, Grok, CLI as well, Client, OpenCode. I've actually been meaning to try OpenCode. I've heard good things about it. I've seen good things about it. I just don't know if it's better than Claude Code. I'm just so used to Claude Code and the features Claude Code has that I just haven't really looked at other CLI tools. Even though it looks fine, I'm not a big fan of like extensions inside of. I'm not a huge, I'm not huge on extensions inside of VS Code. I don't know why. Like the fine is just like I prefer CLI tools. That's just the way it works. Okay, looks like this is done. So let's check out what changes it has made. Can send file, handle send, attachments, new message. Okay, this looks great. Okay, so it has created this. What I am gonna do, go back to my Electron project. We can go attach this. You came through for me. You came through for me. Well done. Well done. Codex, you are good. GG's. GG's. This is GG's. Wow. Wow. It did it. Did it. Well done. Well done, Codex. Okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to code. I need to disable this. When there's nothing here, I need to disable this chat box. You know what? I'm gonna write that down before I forget. Write it down somewhere. I don't really care. In code. You know what? I should disable this when plan mode is not complete. When plan mode is... No, actually, when user has not executed plan, then code should be inaccessible. When user has not executed plan, code tab should be disabled and not navigatable, if that makes sense. Wow, that's such a interesting wording that I'm using. I kind of want to play games now. I've been coding all day. I mean, this has been really fun. This has been really fun. This is the most fun I've had for a while. I didn't think I would enjoy streaming and coding at the same time so much, but it has truly made me feel a lot more engaged, or else I'll be scrolling on my phone while I wait for these tasks to be finished. Added ability to attach. Added ability to attach what? Attach files in prompt input area. Okay. Sync changes. This is really cool. Yeah. And you guys just look at this markdown. It's amazing. I can edit it. I can write something. I can create a new code, inline code. I can create... Can I do this? TS? Type script. Hello. I don't even know how to do that, but it did it down here somewhere. I forgot. Anyway, and then it's literally like Notion, where I can hashtag, wait, no. What? I thought I can. Oh, there we go. Hello world. Boom. Isn't that nice? Like, I have a markdown editor built right into my application using the MDX editor plugin or library toggle, and it works in both light and dark mode. Looks so much better than before. Okay, I am actually really happy with where this is now. I'm not going to deploy today. I'll deploy tomorrow. I'll probably deploy tomorrow, maybe the new changes. Let me just take a look at some stuff. This looks good. Okay. Awesome. Sweet. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to do for today, unless you guys have any other questions or want me to talk about anything else. I'm probably going to stream some games on Twitch and Kick, but I'm going to shut down on YouTube because I'm not going to do any more coding for today. Or maybe will I? No, I need to, like, if I'm going to do coding, I need to edit video for next Monday and not procrastinate any longer. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in, especially you guys on YouTube. I really appreciate anyone who's watching this video or the stream. I didn't realize there was people who actually wanted to watch me just yapping. It's kind of nice, honestly. Thank you anyway. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll probably see you tomorrow or later today when I start streaming games on Twitch and on Kick. So feel free to follow me there. The link should be in the description, I think. If not, you can probably find it. It's under the same handle as my YouTube handle. Cool. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.